Bruno! In the last episode, we met some impressively realistic NPCs, built a training hall using new modded blocks, read your comments, which we'll do again today, and work on the exterior of my new modern house. We'll work on the interior of this build later today, but now I want to take care of something that you guys suggested down in the comments. Well, hello there, Henry, the pink guy. It was quite a consensus in the comments that in order to bring the villagers from the breeding area to the working area, we need to build an elevator over here. And that is exactly what we're gonna do right now. But in order to do that, we need to get our hands on some brass. Just hold on for a little bit longer. We'll craft some blaze burners, go to the nether, find a fortress. Everything is fine. Catch some blazes. There seems to be some interesting stuff around here. I wonder what all of this is. Another train. This looks insane and also gives me some ideas. Oh dude, this is so slow. We'll build an encased fan setup today. Places to here, some stairs for ease of access, fuel, zinc, copper. I love the sound these machines make. And we got tons of brass. Now we can finally craft the elevator pulley. We'll also need this redstone contact. And now that we have these 2 blocks, we can get started with the elevator. Let me try my hand at building it and I'll be right back. And the elevator is done. We decorated pretty much like the other rooms, but with a few crucial differences. Namely, these fences and fence gate over here so nobody can jump out of the elevator. We also added this line over here to warn people about this being a moving part. We want no accidents here. Now though, it's time to add the part that will attach all of this together and move it up and down. What are you doing here? It's time to do some create. First, we'll place 2 redstone contacts here. This will signal the elevator that this is one of the floors where it must stop. Then we'll put the elevator pulley here. This is what will move it up and down. But it also needs to be powered. Power installed, glue it all together. And our elevator should be working. Wait, I forgot to install the controls. And now all we need to do is dig out this area for the elevator to go down through. And the room is tagged, assuming I did my math correctly. I also did some changes to the create stuff and added another controller over here, which we'll need to test. And... oh, this is so cool. What happened with the... oh, I didn't glue those ones. That's strange. But it doesn't... give me just 1 second. And I got it to work, kind of. The only problem this has now is that I can't interact with the fence gate in order for the villagers to come out. It is also hard for me to place workstations over here to lure the villagers in, which I kind of solved by using this lift block over here. I've been thinking I can use a gantry shaft instead of the elevator controller. Well, looks like this guy loves the flowers. But that is something we'll take care of later. For now, I want to build the bottom floor over here. And luckily, I have a stream in not so long, so we'll be working on that over there, and I'll show you the breather room 1 stream later. We are back and we are done with the bottom floor. Allow me to show it. It looks like this. We repeated the same design that on the top floor, but we changed some of the blocks to give it kind of like a darker look. We added this cobblestone here that looks just like deep slate bricks, and this stone over here that looks just like blackstone. We also changed the wood type and we use a chacha wood, which looks amazing with these blocks. And I just realized I forgot to do something. There we go. The idea is that this should look kind of like a dungeon, and the mossy blocks really do the trick. So we have this wall over here that we made using frame blocks, and it will allow me to let the villagers out and lure them to the elevator. We didn't have time to build the actual breather yet, but I'll get that done. There is one more thing I wanted to show you, but for that we'll need to send the elevator up. Take a look at this. This room is also decorated now, so it looks good when the elevator is not here. I still haven't changed this for a gantry shaft, and I think we'll do that later. We got enough done here for now. It's time to go back to our house and work on the interior. The last time we were here, we worked on the back, adding this amazing pool, and we also worked on the landing pad over here, but the interior is still quite empty. And the first thing I like to do when working on the interior of a build build is to section it. It really helps figuring out what goes where. Now, on the stream I had, one of my viewers told me about the power of the wand, and we actually got to use it. I want to give it a try here and see if we can just... Oh, dude, I love modded Minecraft. Wait, this floor is actually off. I wish there was a tool for mining this faster. All right, this is looking really nice. We'll have the bottom floor and the top floor, including a walkable area up there to be able to see outside. But for now, it's time to section up this part. I was busy sectioning the interior when we got a surprise visitor.
We don't talk about Bruno. Oh, oh. Hello.
Hello, Stam. Wait, let me just take my backpack off. Okay.
How you doing? What are you doing, Bruno? Am I spoiling things now?
Yeah, 100%. It doesn't matter, though. I don't care about spoilers, man.
Okay.
Stam, I'm sectioning this place. I don't know what to put here.
You're sectioning?
Yes.
Well,
like deciding where each room is going to go and what it's going to do.
What is this?
This is my house. Welcome to my house.
This is your house? Oh. Welcome to MTV Cribs with Bruno. Can we get a tour?
Welcome to... Yes. Welcome in. The idea is that this is gonna be kind of like a living room, kind of like for welcoming people to the house.
Oh, yeah.
Over here, I'm going to have a kitchen, but this part is gonna be kind of open.
So I'll be standing over here, and you're like, hey, one burrito, please.
Yes, and I can give you a burrito. I don't have a burrito, so...
Do you have like those sombreros with like chips and things in them?
I have a sombrero. I could have a sombrero with chips.
Could you put sauce in it? Can I like put some guacamole in there?
We could try. No, don't try with my sombrero, man. Over here, you'll go to the back, and there's gonna be a toilet that I was about to install right here. It's important to have a toilet. You are really stealing pieces of my house, dude.
No, I'm not.
And then, because I was like, oh, dude, how am I going? Like, I built the top floor first, and I thought,
yeah.
how am I going to like go up and come down? I needed to install some stairs, but instead I thought I could just put an elevator here.
Oh, yeah, I got that weighted ejector that just shoots me up to the second floor.
Oh, that's nice too. I could try that. I think that could be dangerous though.
It's very fun. It's dangerous, but it's fun.
Then over here, there's gonna be like a room. It may be like a guest room. I'm thinking just in case you want to crash in my house, you seem to be comfortable, using other people's stuff. So I may just have a guest room here for you. In the back here, there is a pool.
Oh, there's a pool? Oh!
See? The back is already...
Yo, this is so nice. And you have a barbecue over here?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, this is the place to be, Bruno.
Of course, dude. I'm a guy with class. Don't put the tomato sauce in my hat.
Can I put that in your hat? I'm sorry.
You may be in the pool. And what happens if you want to use that toilet, Sam?
What is up with you and bathrooms? I've never built a bathroom in Minecraft.
Stam!
I don't
Why
need them.
does no one build toilets in their houses, dude? Why? Why there's no toilets?
Don't need them. Why do you need so many, Bruno?
Because they need to be accessible. You are in the pool, you come here. You don't want to walk over here, go to the elevator, go down, turn around, go back, go into the toilet. You need a toilet right here. A guest toilet, let's say, for people in the pool.
You're gonna have 3 toilets in this.
I mean, now that I love Mexican food, I need to be ready.
Yeah, when you love the Mexican food, you need to be ready. It's so true.
So I was thinking about how I'm going to access my room, which will be down here.
This is your room?
Look at the view from here.
You live in the basement?
It's not a basement.
Are you gonna have a window here?
It will be nice to have a window here.
No, look over there.
Look over where? Oh, you bad. No! But I was saying, I need your help, Stam. Get over here.
What do you need my help with?
How do I get down to my room?
Dude, you know what you need?
What?
You need an elevator.
You think I should have an elevator to my room?
Why doesn't the elevator go down as well? Like it can go to 3 stories.
It could be. I could do that.
It can go down as well. And then you could just enter the room like that.
That could be interesting. I could give that a try.
I mean, I've got to get some terraforming started.
You just gave me the perfect clip for like showing my house to somebody.
Goodbye, Bruno.
Stam, go terraform, go, dude. Oh, we are back and the sectioning is complete. I also filled in the walls to get a better feel of how these rooms are going to, well, feel. Let me just show you what I changed since Stam's visit. First and foremost, up here, I completed the layout of this and I added a little room upstairs over here, which I think is going to be the guest room. I thought it would be nice to give them a bigger space, which means that I don't know what I'm going to do with this room and also with this room. I thought it would be fun to ask you guys what ideas you have over here. And when we do Bruno reads your comments on the next episode, I'll pick 2 suggestions that I like and we'll come over here and build them. So get those ideas flowing. I did add a hole for an elevator that comes from the top floor to the middle one, and also as Stam suggested, I dug out room for the elevator to go down to my bedroom. I love the view from over here. And with that, the sectioning of the house is done. Now all we have to do is decorate all the rooms in the interior. But I think it's time to take a break from this build and go back to our trading hall. Alright, here we are, and the first thing we need to get done is figure out the layout of the breather. And I'm just going to do a little modification to the design to make it look better. Remember that if you want to build the easiest villager breather, I uploaded a tutorial on this design that I made myself. Smelting deep slate in my amazingly slow vanilla furnaces. We'll get those encased fans set up today. Alright, the breather is set up. We'll have the area for the breathing couple up here, and the babies will be born and instantly fall down into this water, which pushes them over here on top of these trapdoors, and when they are big enough, their head will touch the water and they will instantly go up. I still have to add a separation over here so the grown-up villagers don't get mixed with the babies, but I thought it would be smart to first bring the villagers that are going to be up there. Hello, you couple of lovebirds. Very nice, but here is when we start running into trouble. You see, I can't interact with this trapdoor to let the villagers through, and I also can't place the workstations here. So in order to do this, I need to come up here, disable the elevator, open the trapdoor and place the workstations here. Once they are both inside, I need to go back up, enable, go down with them, disable the elevator, break the workstations, open the trapdoor, and finally lure them over here. See, this is exactly what we need a gantry shaft setup, and I'm going to build it right after I move these guys in. There we go, we moved them in, and we also added a separation to make sure no villagers escape. I mean, get mixed with the babies. Before we test this breather, I think it's time to solve the gantry shaft issue. It's time to change back to our create gear. Alright, I think this works. Let me show you what I did. Of course, we got the power source and the speed, but we also used a new block that I think you can see over here, and it's called a power toggle latch. This create block is essentially a flip-flop in one single block, which when activated will revert the direction of this gantry shaft. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm not sure if it works. Let's see. It works! And now we can interact with this, and I can place blocks here. If I press this button, oh, we are down. Oh, it glitches a little bit, but it works, which I love. And then if I press this again, we can send it up, we can call it down. I am so happy with how this works, and I gotta say, it was way easier than expected. Well, sometimes the entities may glitch, but I think it's fine. Now all I gotta do is take care of that roof. There we go, much better. And I also added a second bottom to the elevator, which I think prevents the glitching. I've tested it exactly once. Now all we gotta do is take this breather for a spin and see if it works. This is taking a little bit too long. I think I need someone to put an eye on these guys. Let's go, Henry. Right here. I need you to supervise everything that happens in this breather. Wait, what do you mean? You are lonely. That can be arranged. There you go. Are you happy now that you got a partner? But I don't get it. This breather is not working. Oh, never mind. There they go. You know what? I've got enough of villagers for now, and of create and of all that stuff. All I want to do now is put on my sombrero and get back to working on my house. I can't wait to fill all these rooms with very nice looking things, but doing interiors is quite hard by myself. I get stuck trying to do them, but luckily it's almost stream time, so I'm going to be tackling the interior decoration over there with help from the community. Remember to follow me over on Twitch if you want to take part in this kind of builds. And speaking about that, I'm going to go live and I'll be right back with the results. And the stream is done. We got 2 rooms built and I can't wait to show you. Starting with the guest room over here. A little desk with tons of drawers for putting stuff, and of course a red seat. We got a couple of paintings, and I used frame blocks over here, including this vertical traditional bookshelf slab, which I think looks amazing. I'm telling you, the frame blocks are my favorite. We got a flower pot over here, and we use 2 frame slabs to make this little table, which combines 2 halves of 2 different blocks. Over here we have a couch, and if we go over this way, we have the actual bedroom. 2 traditional beds. There are no modded beds. We have some bedside tables, and this modded lantern, which looks really cool, and it's quite handy for, you know, before you go to bed, you can turn it off. Over here we have a little wardrobe, and we have this plant that we also made using frame slabs. I love these things. The amount of detail they allow you to have is insane. Oh, and we got these lights, which actually we got the idea from the toilet. I don't know why people don't put toilets in their houses. They are such a cool opportunity to add little details here and there and get creative using some blocks. For example, over here we have the bathtub along with the faucet to fill it up, and someone in chat suggested me to use a lighting rod as a shower head, which in my opinion looks very nice. Over here I have some sea pickles that I got from Mr Beardstone storage, and we placed them on top of this modded trapdoor, which looks really cool. For the floor we use these new modded tiles along with some azurin. We use some modded paints to make the bathroom screen, and of course no bathroom is complete without a toilet. We made it using frame slabs and combining 2 quartz blocks. Over here we have the sink to wash your hands, and this mirror that we also made using modded blocks. Oh, and let's not forget, we added a basket for dirty clothes. And yeah, we also got this towel over here and another towel over there as a backup. Overall, I'm super happy with where we're going with this house, but some of the rooms below are still not done. Luckily, I am actually live streaming right now, so we'll get to it and I'll show you the results. Vanilla furnaces stink. They don't just need fuel, but they are so slow. It's time to take our automation to the next level. For that, I'm going to build a room right here. I am not even going to bother decorating this room right now. It's time to do some create. All right, I got it. It's not beautiful, but it works. We just do this, this, and this. Throw some of these guys over here. And artificial intelligence. What? And after a couple of turns, we get... There you go. We need to catch them when they come over here. You. What happened with that one? It doesn't matter. We got 2, which is exactly what we need. We can use this to build a speed controller. Now we just need a bunch of other stuff. All right, I got a lot of materials. Let's look for a spot for our build. What about right there? And around this height. Dig 3 blocks deep. And we'll get started with the mechanical part. It will require an area kind of like this. Oh, we left some behind. Yep, this looks like enough space. And we are going to make an encased fan setup just like the one I built on my Create tutorial series. But this one is going to incorporate some improvements like 2 speed controllers and 3 chain drives. Let me get this contraption set up and I'll be right back. And it is done! We got 4 setups for the 4 processes: blasting, smoking, hunting, and washing. Now if we want to smelt some deep state, all we gotta do is put the cable deep state here, and right before it reaches there, it will get converted. Very nice. Dude, I love this setup, but right now the build is looking quite horrible. For this build, I'm going to use stripped birch logs, also jungle planks or some variation. It's almost unavoidable by now. I'm also gonna go with stone and deep slate. There's some variation of this using, you know, the workbenches that we got. I'll try my hand at designing something and I'll be right back. All right, I got some progress on over here. Essentially, I've been shaping the build using the blocks from the palette. We'll be very likely changing all the variations of the blocks, but I wanted to do this just to get an idea of how the main build is going to look. I particularly like this part on the side because it allows you to see the items as they are being processed. I didn't fill anything on the roof, but I think we're gonna go with deep slate over here, and I left a big hole for the smoke to come out. I also did a little bit of terraforming, which I'll improve later to make the build fit into the area. I really like how these 2 builds fit together, and we'll have to work on paths and stuff to connect them. But that's something we'll take care of later, because now it's time for the detailing. Let me see what I can do. And the detailing is done. done. I have to say, I love how this one turned out. Starting with the sides, we got those walls that have grass on top, along with some modded iron bars. We also got those framed corner blocks that look super cool. I thought about using the curved diagonal blocks, but I didn't want to overdo them. We also have two variations of jungle planks in the walls, and up there we got some of those modded bird trapdoors. In this mod pack, you can pick any flavor of trapdoor and apply it to any texture. I want this in vanilla. For the overhang of the roof, we use framed slabs and stairs, to which we applied a stone texture. We also use that block down here along with its mossy variant. And lastly, we use these tall lanterns, which look really cool. Moving on to the front, we got this decoration that we made using frame slabs, which we can combine to make these mixed blocks. I think this fits the build really well and adds a point of interest over here. Then we got the 4 chests that are the inputs for each one of the encased fan processes. And at the back we have the same but with outputs. Finally, at the roof we use deep slate, and I left an open chimney. I thought it would be cool to see the smoke and the bells from the encased fans. Even though I know there are faster ways to use encased fans, this is a good excuse to practice using the new blocks. Overall, I love how this build turned out, and I think it is a fine addition to the area. It kinda makes me wanna build roads and stuff to connect the builds. But that is something that we'll do another day. Now it's time to get back to my modern house. Another stream is gone, and we got a lot done. Take a look at this. My bedroom is finished. We actually divided it into the actual bedroom and a little studio area. Starting with the desk, we use a lot of bookshelf variants, which really bring this space to life. And we also discovered that we can use these custom bookshelves in the frame blocks to create these indented bookshelves which look really nice. We also added the modded trapdoors and that modded lantern, which gives the finishing touch to this and make it feel way warmer. Oh, and I almost forget, we also use frame blocks up there. So we have the bottom half being a bookshelf and the top half being a plank variant. I really like how this came together. And speaking of frame blocks, we also use them here for a little stereo setup. We also use vanilla paintings, and we added one of the custom paintings. This is me, this is the sun, and this is my sombrero. Custom paintings are amazing. And then we added a modded carpet and a little table over here with a flower pot. Oh, and I almost forget, we also added this guy over here, so I don't feel that lonely in my bedroom. Over here, we added a small section using custom bookshelves that one's got a skull, which I think look really nice. And then moving on to the actual bedroom, we have a king-size bed with these things, which I don't know what they are, but they look nice. Some bedside tables using quartz, and some shelves using these frame blocks. And last but not least, my wardrobe, which is kind of empty. I'm not taking off my sombrero. Oh, by the way, we added another custom painting. This one is all about the sombrero. And finally, we added some custom planks for the floor using oak wood. Next up, I have to show you something which we'll bring over here using this button. Yes, we made an elevator using some frame blocks again. But let's go to the first floor over here because I have another room to show you. Over here to the right and in the back, we added another toilet. This one is very similar to the one we did below, and it includes some of the same decorations, including the floor. But this one has got a shower head instead of a bathtub. Just a bathroom to fill the house. But for now, we'll leave the toilet and go to the living room because this is not yet done. And also the kitchen is not yet done. So we'll do another stream and I'll be back with the results. In the meantime, welcome to Bruno Reads Your Comments, where Bruno reads your comments. And the first one from Turak 1110. By the way, I'm going to stop reading the numbers. Saying more Bruno reads comments. Well, here we are. Gabriel 07 Beetle saying, sorry, a bit late to the party. Oh, no problem, dude. You can come in whenever you want. Then Emilio Valdez says, hey, Bruno, what's your favorite style of train? And also, where are you from? I don't think I've heard your accent before. Starting with the type of train, I have no idea. I know nothing about trains. So if you do, let me know in the comments down below. I love learning new stuff, so this is a perfect opportunity. Moving on to where I'm from, I am from a small country called Uruguay, located in South America, right between Argentina and Brazil. And regarding the accent, well, I don't have an accent. Everybody else has. But thank you so much for your comment. And moving to the next one, we got Stam saying, Mom, I'm on TV. Hey, you stay away from my storage. You just reminded me I need to put locks on these chests. Stereo Ballet Fram says, this is Spike. 3 seconds later, Spike is dead. Those were some really nice 3 seconds. Anyways, thank you for your comment, Isternio. And the last one from Capcorn saying there's an actual stove block. Thank you so much for letting me know, Capcorn. I'm actually reading these comments before decorating the kitchen, so that's something I look forward to adding. If you drop a comment down below, I may read it on this section. And remember, I need ideas for these 2 rooms in my house. But now I can't wait to add that stove block. So let's get back to building the modern house. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything outside and in between, we have an interior. Starting with the living room side, we added this amazing piano that we made using framed blocks, and super proud of how this turned out. We also added a lamp up there and a flower pot. I thought it would be nice to have a musical corner. Over here we have a small couch with a bench to put your feet on, so you can just sit here, chill, and enjoy the view. The carpet really sells the cozy vibes. And speaking about cozy, over here we have this amazing fireplace. Once more, we use frame blocks a lot, and I gotta say, I'm in love with frame blocks. Modded iron fences, modded bricks, and some modded firewood over here to really sell the effect. And we also added this rag using modded carpets. It really ties the room together. But this is not just a living room, it's also a dining room. For that, we added this dining table using scorchia and some frame blocks, and of course some Create gray seats. And last but not least, this amazing chandelier. It was a little bit tough to come out with a design because the roof is so tall, but I think we managed to make it work. Oh, and that painting over there, I don't know who this gorilla is, but I got this painting while re-rolling them and I loved it. Some plans for decoration, and that is the living room. Now though, it's time to move to the kitchen. As you can see, we have a bar over here and the entrance to the kitchen. Okay, I'll explain this later. So going to the kitchen, we use framed checker slabs for the floor. We also made this fridge using custom iron blocks, a little bookshelf for cooking recipes, and you know, other kinds of stuff. Over here we have the stove block that got recommended to me in the comments, and a cutting board with a knife. Don't play with knives, kids. We got this frame block over here, which looks like there's something on the counter. Some amazing cupboards from Farmer's Delight, which also work as storage. Over here we got the sink and a basket of tomatoes. Oh, and I almost forgot, we used frame slabs to make the counter itself. I am super happy with how this kitchen turned out, but I think now it's time to explain this. Maybe there's nothing to explain. Let's just leave it like it is. And last but not least, we also decorated the second floor over here. Added some framed trapdoors. Over here to the right, we have this little table. And then one of my favorite spots in the house, we got this furniture over here. But if you come, we have a little cozy corner where you can just lay on the couch, read some books, and enjoy the view. I am super happy with how this place turned out, and I gotta say it, decorating an interior using the modded blocks is super fun. Man, we got a lot done today. We worked on the trading hall, built our encased fans, and of course decorated all the interior. All we gotta do now is connect our area to the rest of the world using trains, or maybe a plane. But that is something that we'll have to do in the next episode. My name is Bruno, and I am out. Goodbye.